So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cooper was the target there. 3rd down here.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. That right there, a good preview of the matchup we intend to watch closely here in this wild card game.
And it's going to go throughout the game, but let's face it, you just mentioned it, wild card. We're just starting the playoffs. If you didn't run your number one guy on their number one guy throughout the season, you do it now. The playoffs have begun, best on best.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll get this one up to the 26. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Set, 180. Give me radar. White 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flush to his right. Going deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Set, waiting.
After the interception, here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Now and here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by a Kenner Witherspoon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Wow. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run it with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's
Detroit!
2nd and 12.
Detroit!
McKinnon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up to throw. Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now McKinnon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carroll. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Comes up a nice 2nd down for them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, go here!
After the penalty, it's Penny. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back 53! Back 53!
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Mudd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Aketo Witherspoon. Interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Moncrief, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are in for 6.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here come the Lions now. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From his own goal line, Stafford eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
10. Hey. Attack 26.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. It's caught by Roberts. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, take two right there.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Roberts with it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Stafford on first down. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
53, ready.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Penny. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry it does. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That's it, baby.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. And on the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They'll set up a throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
Toss play to McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon taking it in. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And taken right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 28 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move to get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 down, tag 53. Hey, takes 2 right there.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Flushed out right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. In for the score. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, go here!
Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
53.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is going to be 49er football.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll run it here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Stafford. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion. Put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Green.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they try the right side here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. He's been the go-to.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. That be late, waist snatch. That straight back. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a.